Yes, open the Slack channel where I have given you the virtual host configuration. Download that file. So there is a file, na? Download that. Oh, expand it. Right. Now you see what I am saying. I'm giving you this configuration file. This is very important. This is again configuration which we are doing. So currently we are doing manually. You will have to do this thing with the help of automation. So why are we doing all these things to make you feel or to give you this particular understanding that this is called configuration. This is not provisioning. This is called configuration. Now the configuration which you are doing here is doing manually. So later you have to do this with the help of any configuration management tool. Okay. So now what you do, go back to the server and go to a folder called Apache Home, where we changed the port. Go to that folder, Apache Home, cd $Apache, no, not server. Yeah, cd $etc httpd. No, cd, sorry, dollar, not dollar, slash etc /httpd tab. Okay, enter. And then you do ls-ltr and you will find that there will be some files. Okay, so this, where is the main configuration file? This is the main configuration file inside here. Okay, what is the name of the main configuration file? httpd.conf. Remember?
Yes.
Which we have taken backup. But then we are not going to update everything here because this is the main configuration file. If I update everything here, this will be clutter. So what I will do, I'll not update here. Rather than updating here, okay, in this file, I'll try to update in some other file. Okay, and then I will call that file from this file. It's like you will not update everything here. You will create another file and then you will call that file from this file. That is called include. Okay, so if you go here, include. If you see here, include optional. So we are including this option. So httpd.conf will not always have all the Apache configuration in itself. It will say, okay, include other files also, which is inside this folder. But that should be ending with .conf. What is star? Star is called wildcard. So wildcard.conf, that means anything that is ending with .conf, it is going to include it. So now what you should do, you should go back to conf.d folder. See here, there is one more folder like conf.d. You will go to this folder. You will do ls-lt. You will try to search. See, all these configuration files are there. You will create a new configuration file. Name it as virtual.conf. .cnf. It should be conf. .conf. Whatever it is here, it should be same thing here. Okay, and then what you do, you copy paste that particular thing, whatever I have given you in that file. Go to that file, open that file, copy this and paste it. How will you paste? Okay, you have given I and paste. Okay, so see, paste is done. Now what you will be doing, if you see here, okay, this particular thing is market, but then our is not. So this particular first thing is called giving the permission to this particular folder, that if the permission is there or not. So just delete this thing and make it ABC and grant all those things and say that delete this IP address and give star, that okay, from anywhere it is coming, the request, if any request is coming to 80, okay, from anywhere, star means from internet, okay, send it to ABC when the server name is This is the most important thing, abc123.com. That means when the virtual host, the request is coming from abc123.com, send it to this folder. Okay. Who is the server admin? Maybe your email ID. You can write example.com or lwplabs.com, something like that. Okay. Something, whatever it is. Now this is for ABC. For XYZ, if I have to do, I can create a separate file or I can add it in the same file and I'll change this from ABC to XYZ. So XYZ permission will be there. And then XYZ, we are doing what? We are opening. So we are saying that, okay, yeah. So this concept is called virtual host concept of Apache. And when this request is coming, it will go to this. When this request is coming, it will go to this. You can do this exercise through load balancer also, which we will be showing you later in our projects. Okay, when we do the master project, there we will do this. Okay, we'll show you how can we map in the load balancer that, okay, the request coming from XYZ, send it to here. When the request come here, send it to here. That you can do this thing through there also. Or okay, virtual host concept also you need to understand. So this concept is clear to all of you? Everyone?
Yeah, Rahul, I don't have doubts. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it's kind of like NGINX proxy only, right? Configuring the multiple.
This is not proxy. This is virtual host. Proxy concept is different. Proxy means this server request is coming, it will send it to someone else. Like request coming to Kiran, but Kiran is sending to Anwar. So Kiran is a proxy. So request comes to Apache, but it is sending to Tomcat. Request comes to Nginx, it is sending to Kubernetes cluster. That is called Nginx proxy server. Understood, right?
As per my knowledge, we can use NGINX as a load balancer as well, right? Which can distribute like a path.
That is all load balancer, different thing. This is not that. You understood, right? This is what you're saying. If the request comes to this particular domain, send it to this particular doc route. Am I making sense? In the same server, the document route is different. So like this, you can run 200 websites here in one server. If it is a case of Kubernetes, you don't have to do all these things, right? You just create images. Yes. Small images. For ABC, you create one image. For XYZ, create one image. Like this, you create images and you done. And then your Nginx will transfer the request. Correct? That's a separate thing. This is separate. Okay, this is virtual host concept. Clear? So now what we are doing, that when request comes from ABC, send it to here. When request comes from XYZ, send it to here. So currently we are doing all these things manually. Always remember, this thing you are doing, not that, okay, you have to do all these things, because see, this is for concept build first. Second, you are learning Linux. Third, you are actually understanding what is called configuration, so that next time when you have to automate, you have to do some configuration. When you have to learn Ansible, you should have some prior experience of manual things so that you can do that automation. Correct? That's the main reason. Now, you have done that virtualhost.conf. Now, as I told you, if you do some configuration change, what you have to do next? Because this is the configuration file, what is the next command I should run? Monu Kumar, what do you think? What should we run? Monu? When we do some configuration change,
you can reload the service.
Reload the service. Very good. So we have to reload the service. Why don't we do restart?
Process will be changed.
means your customers will be kicked out, and then again customer need to refresh, which we don't want. Correct? Customer is trying to purchase something and you interrupted that customer. Maybe he will think, "Arey, bakwas website. This website is not good. I'll go to another." You understood? We don't want that. We want the revenue to be generated. So reload. Done. Now you go, Udit, and type in an incognito window, type abc123.com and see you will get ABC thing. And type XYZ and you will get XYZ thing. See, when you type ABC, it is showing ABC. Now type XYZ. Right? How will you know that this is going to the same server where we are actually, where we have pointed? We will do inspect. We'll go to network and then we will refresh. And if you see, click on this, the server here it is mentioned. This is how you should, this particular thing, whatever he is doing, inspect thing, it is very, very important for troubleshooting. If you don't know this, you cannot troubleshoot Kubernetes issues. You cannot do so many things you can do with this. Okay, you can fix issues like this. Okay, the real issues. When you say something like this in your interview, they will believe you that, okay, this guy is genuine. He know how to do inspect. He know that, okay, he will go like this and he will check the remote address and he know the flow. Because when you go for interview, they will not ask you direct questions. They will say, okay, a customer is trying to open a website, he is getting an error. Okay, what all things you will check? So you will say, okay, I will go and hit the website first, just like customer is doing. I will do the inspect. I will try to see where it is hitting. It's going to a load balancer or not. Okay, if a load balancer is going, it is how from load balancer to server it is going, and all those things we will do in our C.3 exercise, in the next exercise. So now, because we have done this exercise, tell me what are the problems in this architecture. Okay, so draw Udit one, you use a paint and draw one server where you write all two servers. Okay, create one box and type XYZ ABC and let's write what all are problems in this architecture. Go ahead, guys. You have to be fast. Okay, no need to create this thing. Just delete this. We all know that it will be created in VPC. Just create a box and then create two circles in that. Okay, create a box and then create two circles in that. Okay, now what are the problems in this architecture diagram, guys? Where see, two circle means one is ABC, another is XYZ. You can click on A. One is ABC, another is XYZ. What do you think? What are the problem in this architecture? Go ahead, guys. Mr. Rahul, what do you think? What is the issue? Am I audible?
Yeah, Rahul, you're audible.
Yeah. What do you think? What is the problem in this architecture diagram?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay, somebody else? Go ahead, guys.
Proceed,
Tell.
Rahul. Go ahead,
One
Rahul.
server you
Go
are
ahead,
running 2 websites or 200 websites. What will happen?
Performance issue, heavy load.
Performance issue, right? Performance issue. Udit.
There should be
What
confusion
else?
between
What
the
else?
two DNS server, right? Domain name.
Complex to manage.
Complex to manage. Very good. Whoever told it complex to manage, it is good. Okay, now what else? Performance issue, complex to manage. Think about a scenario. These all websites are generating revenue. Because of cost cutting, what you did, you merged all those websites into single server. Or for some reason, this particular server went down. Then then what will happen?
Both sides will be down.
Production issue and
Downtime.
Yeah.
It
So if
will-
there is, suppose all the websites will be down. Suppose there are 200 websites, all 200 websites will be down. Okay, which is this a good architecture? No.
No.
Okay, where we are running, we are saving a lot of money because we moved all those websites into one server. There will be obviously a performance issue. Performance issue is as in, suppose ABC is consuming more resources, XYZ is not consuming more resource. So what will happen if, because XYZ, ABC will consume more space or more resources, CPU and memory. Okay, so XYZ will not get. So XYZ will be very slow. And other websites will be very slow. So to improve this, we will see how can we limit the resource. Okay, in when we study Docker, we will see there. How can you limit the resources? That okay, XYZ can only use this much resource. ABC, even if it is a very good, no problem, I will make sure that ABC will use only that much resource only, not more than that. Okay, so we will see in Docker how to limit the resources. Second thing is this one, right? That my single point of failure, correct? That okay, if my XYZ, or if my server is down, if my availability zone is down, everything will be down. For this reason, what we will do, we'll try to create another node. Okay, so let's do that. How can we do this? We will create an AMI from this node, and then we will try to create another server. In this another server, we will run two servers. Okay, 1 and 2. So this is like a snapshot of this particular server. In this second server, we will not at all log in. It will be automatically created. Okay, and then it will be automatically started also. So we'll use AMI creation. So to create an AMI, what are the steps? To create an AMI, first you need to create a server, then configure a server. Okay, finally AMI you can take a snapshot to create AMI. Is this clear? These are the 3 steps for creating an AMI, right? Create a server first, the blank server, then configure it accordingly, means run the website, run the application, whatever you want to do it there. And then finally take a snapshot to create a AMI. This is what you have to do. So we will be doing it manually. But then as I told you, what we will be using, which tool we will be using later?
Ansible.
Yeah, Packer. So you need to understand that first learn manual, then we will use Packer. So we will do our C.3 project where we will do what? High availability on the C.2. C.3 is nothing but high availability on C.2. Okay, whatever architecture you created. So high availability means you will have to create an AMI. Now that AMI will be creating another server, and these 2 servers will be running, above which I will be running a load balancer. Okay, and this load balancer will send traffic to both servers. And this is my customer, right? Who will be accessing the load balancer. Am I clear? So we need to do this architecture diagram. So we'll do this LB with CLB first, and then we'll move to ALB. Means classic load balancer to application load balancer. Okay. So we are going step by step with a very natural flow. Okay, so focus on these things, do these exercises. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Anybody have any doubt before we wrap up? You can ask.
Yeah, Rahul sir, like
this configuration, what we did is manual. So in Ansible, like we don't need to do it in a manual, like we will be having to
We'll not do
separate.
anything manually. We'll not touch the server at all. Server को touch भी नहीं करते. We'll not at all log into the server. Everything will be automated. We'll just click on Terraform apply. The Terraform apply will provision the server. Will configure the server. Will start the services. You will just get the IP and you will hit it in browser and everything will be up.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. It should be automated, non-touch architecture. No touch architecture. Nothing you will touch. Okay. Everything will be automated.
So Rahul,
Yes.
what would the timings? 9 to 10 or 9 to 10:30?
9 to 10.
Daily 1 hour only, right?
Right. Daily 1 hour. We'll be giving. Not more than that. Okay.
Rahul, I have one question. Just like we did a virtual file, right? We created a virtual file. In the similar fashion, in the real time also, we have to do the same, or
Virtual host we use. In my current project, we use virtual host. You will be using a lot. Okay. Suppose you have to set up HT password. Okay. For a website, it's a non-production website. So suppose flipkart.com is there. There will be websites like stage.flipkart.com, dev.flipkart.com, and those websites require authentication. Okay. There will be SSO authentication, but then that requires one more authentication before SSO authentication, which is called HT password as authentication. So that only developers who are there, they will be only able to open, because they don't want to show whatever changes they are doing to internal customers. And to internal means whoever is working inside Flipkart, not even to the business testers and other things, like internally. Then what they will do, they will try to use HT passwords. How will they put the HT password in the virtual host setting? Suppose there will be multiple websites you will be running in one single server. How will you run if there is no Docker and Kubernetes? Okay, by this, there is no other way. If you want to run multiple websites into single server, you will have to use this way. Okay. Fine. So do this. Whatever we are doing, everything is how we do real life. We have. That's why we say this particular thing, whatever we are doing currently, we are trying to show you in a very easy manner. All those projects whatever we are doing currently in our company, we are trying to replicate that. And slowly, we'll try to move you to a very big architecture, where if you do these things now, then you will be able to tackle that, because that is advanced projects. Okay, there will not get this much time. Like I am doing baby step currently. Okay, like okay, go to this CD, this, that, and so many basic things we are explaining. Will not get that. You should be doing it now so that you will be having around 2 years experience, so that you can do those projects. Okay, those will be whole automated. You will use just Visual Studio from your local laptop. Okay, you will be in local laptop. You will write that script, code it, git push, GitHub Actions will run. It will run the Terraform apply. It will go and create everything for you. Means you will just push it. Okay, means from the Git you will push. That's it. Push the code. See the magic. Okay, something like this, which is called infrastructure as a code. Okay, so we'll code the infrastructure. Whatever we are currently doing, we will code it so that everything will be done automatically from backend. Okay, so great guys, let's meet tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is a holiday. We'll meet day after tomorrow. Complete till this, because from now we will be accelerating, guys. Okay, we'll not go this slow. We have now 3-4 more projects which will be little slow. After that, everything will be very fast. Okay, Just 3 more projects which will be slow. After that, it will be very fast. You have only 1 week more time to complete all your past exercises. After that, it will be fast. Then you can't say, no, we have not given you time. Okay, we have given you time, a lot of time to understand the whole architectures, whole concept. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Rahul. Bye.
Thank you, Rahul. Bye.
Thank you, Rahul.
Mhm.